Can you make money with Replit? I wanted to find out. So I built an app that's going to help me track my trades on the stock market. I'm going to show you exactly how this app works, and I'm going to give you not one but 7 different ideas for apps you can build which could potentially help you make money. Let's dive in. I've come up with 7 different ideas for apps that you could code with Replit which could potentially help you make money. So the first app is suitable for local marketing agencies. You could use Replit to create a local lead qualifier. This is basically an app that would scrape Google Maps for specific niches or niches. It would check their websites and then see for some low-hanging fruit that you could potentially fix. For example, missing Facebook pixels or mobile usability issues. And it could put all of this information into a CSV file or even a report that you could use for your outreach. The next app that you could build with Replit and potentially sell is a HR onboarding Slack bot. Basically, you could create a Replit app whereby companies could upload all of their training data for new employees. And it could turn all of this information into a type of Slack bot that employees could query anytime they have a question about what to do in their new role. Basically, it would monitor Google or Yelp every few minutes for negative or low or 1-star reviews, and then SMS the business owners and give them a response that they could use to mitigate these low reviews. And you could sell this as a subscription service. An Airbnb arbitrage scanner could work well. Basically, it could compare long-term rental prices to short-term rental prices in the same area or zip code. And it could put all of this into a monthly newsletter or dashboard that you could sell access to. Brands, particularly e-commerce brands, spend a lot of money on influencer marketing. But the problem is many influencers don't really have engaged followers. So you could use Replit to create an app which scans their social media accounts, analyzes their comment to like ratio, account age, and so on, and puts all of this into a report that e-commerce brands could pay for access to before they invest in rather expensive influencer marketing. I've been in the SEO space for years, and I can tell you that SEOs and website owners will pay hundreds if not thousands of dollars for domains that have good backlinks and are well aged. But keeping up with all of these expired domains is a job in itself. So you could use Replit to create an app that scans for domains that are expiring tomorrow or this week, checks their authority, and flags gems that people should buy. And you could turn this into a daily email alert that you could use to buy domains yourself, or which you could sell to agencies or website owners. Sure, it's neat, but you might be able to earn a little bit from it. Here's a fun one for the App Store. You could use Replit to create a dream and tarot visualizer. Basically, a user could open up this free or freemium or ad monetized app, describe their dream, and then AI could interpret it and create a DALL-E image of the meaning. It could be a fun little app that brings in a side income. Let me show you the app that I've created. So I trade options using interactive brokers. It's a good way of bringing in money each month. The only problem is interactive brokers outputs all of the information about premium I've collected from trading options as a painful CSV file. And this is a real chore to navigate. So I told Google Gemini about my problem, and it said I should create an app that helps me visualize all of this data in one place. I thought this was a good idea, so I asked Google Gemini to write a PRD or product requirements document. Now, if you're not familiar with a PRD, it's basically what developers use before they actually invest time and money in creating an app. In other words, it's going to describe the features and functionality of your app, and you're going to give this to Replit. That's because Replit is your in-house developer. I spent about 15 minutes going backwards and forwards with Google Gemini to write this PRD. And I added some additional features like the ability to recognize a CSV file that I've exported from interactive brokers, and the ability to visualize this on a nice insightful dashboard that I'll show you in a few moments. Once I had my PRD in a place that I was happy with, I opened up Replit and I headed over to the design chat interface. And I recommend you start here because it's faster than heading straight to build. Yes, it's currently in beta, but you want to get the design of your app right before you invest some time and credits in building it. You also save yourself a little bit of money. Now you can of course just prompt the chat interface. You can upload the relevant extract from your PRD, or you can attach a Figma design. You can import an existing project, or you can upload some screenshots. And I actually did take some screenshots of some other apps that I liked before I built the Wheelhouse, which is my app, which I'm going to show you. Here's an example of how the design chat box works. So this particular prompt created an architectural portfolio for a luxury LA property. And this is a sample prompt which Replit provides to show you how it all works. And as you can see, it generated the image, it generated the copy, and then I can go backwards and forwards, iterating on all of this. And once you have your design in a place that you're happy with, you simply select click to convert to a fully functional application. And then Replit will get to work. So it'll spend about 15 minutes taking your design and turning it into something that you can actually test. That's the process I used with the Wheelhouse. The Wheelhouse is my name for the app that I built for managing my options trades. And as you can see, I spent about 60 minutes going backwards and forwards, adding some features, troubleshooting, and doing some general QA. So as an example, I had to remind Replit to make sure we had functionality for uploading a CSV file and to make sure that this data wasn't lost. I then decided to add some additional features which weren't captured in my PRD, such as live stock prices, the ability to switch between multiple trading accounts, an ability to show open positions and filterable tickers, and so on. And I tested all of this on the right hand side of the screen and also by clicking on the preview button. Once I had the entire app in a place that I was happy with, I deployed it. Now I was going to deploy it to GitHub and also on Render. And elsewhere on the channel I explain exactly how I use GitHub and Render for my vibe coding projects. But because this app is just for me, I decided to keep it directly on Replit. Basically, it saved me a little bit of time managing the login screen. And that's going to cost me $20 per month, but to be honest, I use Replit anyway, so I didn't mind paying this cost. So here's what inside the Wheelhouse looks like. Now I'm using demo data for this particular video to show you how it works. So on the dashboard, I can see the total net profit that I've collected from trades over the past month, and the total premium I've collected from buying and selling options. I can also see my win rate and open positions. If I click on the income analysis tab, I can do a deep dive into the amount of premium I've collected from buying and selling options. And I can also see how much I've collected each month. If I click on the ticker performance, and remember this was a feature I added after writing my PRD. Sometimes if I'm in a vibe coding, I'll think of new things that I want to add. I can see open tickers from options trades and how much money I've made or potentially lost. One tab I really like playing around with is called the growth projection tab. So as an example, I can say I'm going to start with $10,000 and I'm going to add $100 each month and I'm going to target a weekly return of 0.5%. And assuming there are no market drawdowns, my $10,000 portfolio should be worth somewhere under $15,000 by the end of the year. If there are some market drawdowns, I can of course simulate this by playing around with the drawdown severity option. And I can also extend my projection period up to 4 years. And I can even allow for withdrawing profits from my trading account. And I can run multiple different simulations. I'll probably build this out a little bit further to increase the amount of time the projection period works for. The final, or should I say the second last tab, is for all trades. So here I can see all of the puts and calls that I've bought and sold over the past few weeks and months and how much cash flow they brought into my options trading business. And finally, on the upload data tab, I can upload that painful CSV file from interactive brokers. Now, many options traders tend to trade more than one account. So this is my demo account. I also have my main account and I can add additional portfolios or delete them as well. And I can sort all of these reports by year to date, 90 days and 30 days. I'll probably build out some additional features to sort this out weekly and monthly as well. This is the kind of software that I would previously have spent thousands of dollars with a developer to build. But I was able to create all of this myself with Replit over the course of an hour or two, once I had a PRD and an idea of what the design of my app should look like. And I intend to use this going forward for my options trading business. Whatever app you decide to build with Replit, do spend at least 30 minutes crafting your PRD and have an idea of what you want the design of your app to look like. Iterate all of this with the design chat box inside of Replit before you head over to build. And if you follow this exact process, I guarantee you're going to be able to build something which you'll find useful. You may even be able to make a little bit of money if you get it right and there's a good product market fit. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in learning more about my app, let me know in the comments section below this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my vibe coding playlist if you want to get more videos like this.